action now from National Landlord Day here in Edinburgh, and I'm now joined by Kenneth Fraser. How important is it for you to be part of this fantastic event?
It's very important. The Energy Saving Trust, on behalf of the Scottish Government, they offer quite a few different grants and schemes and initiatives to support landlords make certain energy efficient improvements to their properties, which benefits both the landlord and the tenant. Also, with it being the largest private sector housing conference in the UK, it's very important for us to be here, so we can engage with these landlords, give them this kind of advice, about energy efficiency, tell them a little bit, about what's available to them, with regards to those grants, and also, talk about the actual measures themselves, maybe even renewables. Some households can obviously benefit both the landlord and the tenant with regards to those as well. So yeah, it's very important for us to be here.
Now, obviously, it's a topical subject as well because there's a lot in the papers at the moment about people struggling to pay their rent, etc. And obviously, if you can help them reduce their energy bills, then it helps them more able to pay their rent, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. There's plenty of incentives, for landlords to make their houses more energy efficient. A more energy efficient home, it makes it more attractive to prospective tenants.
Definitely.
Because by viewing the EPCs, they can see that looking at the band rating, that this property is more energy efficient than that one that we looked at yesterday. So the energy bills in here are going to be cheaper, which is certainly something that you're now going to take into your decision making, with the cost of energy and things like that. So it certainly does make it more positive. With cheaper energy, it means that you've got less turnover of tenants, which again, obviously benefits the landlord and things like that. And I guess generally it leads to a better relationship between the landlord and the tenant, which again, is a positive thing for both parties. With EPCs now having to be available in the properties, also as part of tenant packs as well. And also now it's a requirement when a landlord advertises a property that they have to show that band rating of the energy. So I think it's definitely something that there is a lot more awareness, and it is, with the current costs of energy in the UK, it is something that tenants are looking at, when it comes to making that decision making, and I think that's again, kind of feeds into why we're here, and hopefully we can, let landlords know about the grants and schemes, because they might be thinking about, maybe we need to replace that boiler, or do we need to put loft insulation in there, and we can tell them, through ourselves at Home Energy Scotland, we can tell them about these grants and schemes that are available to them. We can actually go offer a visit service to their property as well. So it's letting them know that there is these levels of support out there to kind of carry out these measures.
Brilliant. So just to finish, really, would you say today is kind of like a barometer of the private rented sector in Scotland? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, when you look around, there's a lot of stakeholders here, from different sides of the industry, people like, Safe Deposit Scotland, a few different letting agents, some of the energy companies, ourselves here, and there's a few other stalls to talk about energy efficiency as well, which is great. So I think that there is a great spectrum, and hopefully a lot of the landlords get a lot out of the day.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us here at Scottish National Landlord Day.